I'm gonna teach you about gun safety. Okay, so all these are different kinds of guns, obviously. Yeah, they all have different safety features, how to handle them, you know. You gotta know how to handle these guns before you even learn how to shoot them, you know. We're gonna teach you about gun safety, and no gun will go off this time. I should probably unload this gun real quick. Okay, see? Everything's safe. So yeah, even pistols have different safety features. The classic 1911, it's loaded. Sorry. Never have your guns loaded indoors. That's #1 rule you should always keep in mind. So the 1911, it has more of a traditional style of safeties, you know. It's got its grip safety right here. You know, you're not able to shoot it unless you're holding on tight. Its more relevant safety feature is the thumb safety right here, which locks the slide and you can't rack it back, you know, because it's a safety. The thumb safety should also prevent you from actually pulling the trigger, which is, you know, good because you don't want to pull the trigger well. I shouldn't have worked. Anyways, this gun, however, does not have a safety. Oh no! Nah, I'm just playing with you. The safety is actually on the trigger right here. This little lever, you see? It's actually the safety itself. So if I pull right here on top, that's the trigger itself. It doesn't let you actually pull the trigger unless you pull the lever with it. Whoa. And that's the safety for this gun. So rifles, these are much easier because they're all basically the same with their safety. You got this lever right here for like Heckler & Koch kind of guns. You got the safety, semi, and then full auto. The fun switch, as some people like to call it. Better to have it on safety, so see, you can't pull the trigger. But if I do any other one, you can pull it. ARs, like the M4, it's right here as well. This is the safety. You can't pull the trigger. Then move it right here. You can pull the trigger. That one's fun. These are very easy to do. Very easy to figure out. So revolvers are a much different story. They don't have safeties. And it's not like this one either, like where it's just the trigger, you know, like, no. This one, the revolvers, you simply just don't shoot. This one is a single action revolver, however, so this one has a better safety. It literally is, do not do this, otherwise it'll shoot. It's not loaded this time, you know, you saw me unloaded. So, see? Basically, do not do this, and if you do that, just hold on to it until it's all the way down, and slowly press the trigger and let it go slowly. And that way, you don't fire any shots or anything. It's a safety function. This one, however, is a double action revolver, and okay, yeah, for this one, it's a double action, meaning you don't have to pull the hammer down to like shoot. It just shoots on its own, see? So for this one, you don't pull the trigger. So now, let's move on to shooting. That's where the fun part begins. Now, it should go without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Never shoot indoors. It doesn't go well for you. It doesn't go well for your money. You're gonna have to hassle with that, with those contractors. So let's go outside. All right. So if I'm being honest, I low-key kind of lied. We're not gonna be shooting right now. We're gonna have to go over their different magazines. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Now let's go over the magazines for the M4. These are not crushing clips. They're magazine. Many people get them confused. I have no idea why, where it got. Well, clips are for these are standard 30 round magazines. Now to insert it, you gotta make sure you hear a click. Come here. A click. Nice click. Click. Just back away. Never point the gun at a person like this, okay? That's a very dangerous thing. There's a bullet inside here. I could kill the cameraman right now. Alright, let's move on to the next gun. Okay, this Heckler & Koch rifle is much different. It kind of acts like a AK-47. Do it from the side, and then click it. And then rack it back, and you're able to shoot. Once again, do not aim it at people, okay? Don't be an idiot. Can't afford more cameramen. Revolvers. So with the revolvers, there are two different kinds. With the one, hey, you know who that was? Cause like, what the hell was that? We're in the middle of filming. Hang on, stay right here. I have a gun. What? They're not responding. All right. So now that you have learned how to handle a gun properly and proper gun safety to shoot, obviously, load the gun, rack it back, trigger discipline. When you're ready to shoot, aim, fire. Okay, kind of like this. Oh God. Mom, if you could see this, I think I love you. Well, unfortunately, that noise I heard wasn't someone breaking in and trying to steal all my valuables and stuff, but turns out it was just my grandma who dropped the plate. Ah, well, what can you do, right? At least you learned about gun safety.